Welcome back to another video. Today, me and James will be looking at the captain picks in game week 1. Please join the league and hope you like and subscribe and enjoy the video. Thank you. So, our first one is Mo Salah. I'm probably going to captain him. He's playing Leeds, which is a bit risky as a promoted team. You don't really know what to expect. They want to try and make a first impression in the Prem. What do you think, James?
I think that Leeds have got a very solid side, and I think that with them having a good defence and also signing Rodrigo, I think that they're going to be a much better side this season. And I think that Liverpool have got to be careful as they could be defeated in the first game of the season.
Liverpool, last time I remember we lost the first game of the season was maybe 8 years ago. So I'm pretty confident that we'll win. And Mo Salah's been a bit quiet in pre-season, but doesn't really matter. He always steps up for the big games, and Liverpool after losing to Arsenal in the Community Shield, they want to make an impression that they're still the best team in the league.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And the next player is PierreEmerick Auba. Again, compared to Mo Salah, Aubameyang has been scoring quite a few goals in pre-season, but he is playing Fulham away. I have him, but I think you should stay away from him because I think Arsenal is not the most reliable team. They could have we can have amazing games or some crappy 1-0 defeats to Brighton. What do you think, James?
Well, I think that right now Aubameyang's my captain, and I think that with Arsenal's recent form, they've won 2 cups in the past couple of months, and I think that they're going to be full of confidence. And I think that with Arteta building a team around Aubameyang, I think he's going to shine with confidence, and so will Arsenal. I think that will translate into a lot of goals and also lots of assists too.
Well, yeah, I agree with you with all of that, but in my opinion, I just think that Arsenal are a bit risky. Next up, we have Chelsea and Timo Werner from Chelsea, who did score against Brighton in the friendly, played 60 minutes only, so he could score more if he played the full 90, which I guess he will, especially with Havertz finally being signed now.
Yep, Werner is, I think, a bit of a risky choice because, as well, his goal against Brighton was quite lucky. It was pretty much a bit he kind of got accidentally passed the ball to him for a 5-yard tap-in almost, with a one-on-one on the keeper. And also think that with Chelsea having lots of class of Pulisic, Werner, Havertz and Zech, I think that goals and assists are going to be shared around quite a lot, which would mean that the class around Werner will either help him a lot with goals and assists, or will either make him score less because he'll have better players around him who will be scoring as well.
I wouldn't captain Werner, but
yeah, I wouldn't either.
Next up, Zech is an option, but I would 100% stay away from Hakim Ziyech. Chelsea, they're talking about Timo Werner. If you're going to captain a Chelsea player, it'd be Werner, but Ziyech, there's just so many Chelsea players that could get the points. It's not like Liverpool got Salah and Mane. It's not like Arsenal with Aubameyang. The points will probably be shared quite around. So you have to get lucky to get the right player at the right time. But still an option. Got a decent fixture, but it's probably one just to have in there. What's your opinion?
Yeah, like Daniel would say, he's a good cheeky player, but the thing is with Ziyech is that he's a player who I think he's new to the Prem, and he's yet to show his class for the Premier League. However, he did do well when he was at Ajax against other Premier League teams, so I think he's got what it takes in the Premier League. It's just to see how many points he will get in that game week.
Next one is Heung-min Son, and it's a player that I'm actually considering. Son, pre-season, great form. Even when Tottenham are losing, he's still getting on the score sheet. Looking to play up front with Harry Kane. Harry Kane does look quite bad, to be fair. But Son looks like he's on fire and is a midfielder. And if he plays striker, amazing for FPL. What's your opinion, James?
Yeah, I think that Son's a great captain choice. I mean, Everton at home is quite a tough fixture, but I think that if Tottenham go in and play well, I think that Son's going to look very strong, and I think that him and Harry Kane will link up very well, and he'll be getting lots of goals in the assists throughout the season. And I think that a captain against Everton could be a risky choice, which could work out and get him a lot of points.
Yeah, he's won at the start of playing, just having my team for game week 1, but now I'm considering him for the long term, which is going to be a bit hard to get Bruno in. Next one, it is Jamie Vardy from Leicester City. And, Leicester, they end the season quite badly, but Vardy got the golden boot, trying to defend his golden boot, I guess. West Bromwich against a new promoted team, which is a bit risky again, as I said before, but he's quite expensive for 10 million, and I wouldn't even own him, let alone captain him.
Yeah, I think that Vardy's a very risky choice as he's getting older and older, and I think that this will probably be one of his last seasons at the peak of his game, basically, before he just starts getting worse and worse. I think that this is a season where Vardy will want to end on a high, but I still think for 10 million, it's very risky to go with a Leicester team who performed very badly at the end of last season, but who we know do have good potential. And I think that Vardy could get on the score sheet a few times against West Brom. However, with Vardy, you don't know how well he's going to play until the season starts.
And next up is Harry Kane, who is probably, James, if I had to pick someone to be Kane with, it'd be Harry Kane, because he's triple captained him for like 2 seasons running, and he always gets him in and always prays that he'll do well.
Well, this is what I'm going to say about Harry Kane. Whenever I have him in, he doesn't deliver. And then whenever I take him out, he scores like 2 goals every game. So I think that Harry Kane is a quality player. I think that he's going to start off this season very well. I did have him in my first draft. However, I took him out for Son because he didn't play much in pre-season. He didn't look too good as well against Iceland. So I guess we'll have to see how he'll do in game week 1, whether we get him in. But there's not many replacements for him in the striking position. Compared to with Son, you can take him out and bring in someone like De Bruyne or Fernandes for a bit more money. Compared to Kane, you can't really upgrade him.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Tottenham, Harry Kane, it's just, he hasn't been at his best recently. So, yeah, also England played awful. That's a bit of a sad thing, but we can't do much. So thank you guys for watching the video, and see you later.